Oh, all right. Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, what day is today? Today's Wednesday. Oh, I should know that because it's my last day off. But welcome, everybody. Let's see, today we'll be continuing on with Broken Sword. Hey, I always forget the full title. Broken Sword: Shadows of the Templars. Which, what happened last time? I believe last time we went to a remote village in somewhere in Europe. And I remember somebody got ran over by a car. By somebody in like a fairy outfit. Very weird story so far. The murderer that we're trying to catch likes to wear different outfits. Oh, right. And we also impersonated a doctor. And surprisingly got away with that. But we impersonated a doctor. Then the guy that we went to go and see ended up dying. And yeah, there's been a lot of deaths so far. I don't know if the guy that got ran over by a car is technically dead yet. But he's gonna be very close to it. But anyway, let us... Let's go ahead and jump into the game. And oh man, so I was looking at Steam just actually right before this. I'm like, man, there's so many things I want to start playing in June. That's the month. In June, because we've got Uma Musume and what is it? Shadowverse Worlds Beyond, which are both side games. And also both games are on both PC and mobile, but man, I'm so looking forward to those games, and I really, really want to play them. But it's like I hate how they're in June, so I've got to sit through all of May just to get through them. But you know, we can do it. Right, what am I supposed to do now? You know what? Maybe I'll head back over here because I don't remember what we were. Where were we supposed to go next? Some good music.
Hi.
I love this guy, George. I think what's his name? George Stolpert. Yep. Can I just talk to her?
I have to go.
Okay, maybe not.
Good luck.
Oh, I didn't even notice her cat pillow over here. But yeah, she's got a very normal apartment. I'm afraid it's going to get ransacked because we keep putting in all these like very expensive artifacts and everything in there. But let's see. We'll leave. Then maybe... Okay, so this is where we can go. We can go to the police station. To the museum. Cafe de Levata. Montefanga. Or the airport. I don't think we need to go to the airport. Maybe we'll go here because I don't remember what this is. Oh no, I do remember what this is. We were here once before. Yeah, but we can't move this thing because this guy's watching us.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy...
Well, it depends on what country you're in, right?
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Okay, let's not show him the cocaine.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Okay. We'll have to find some way of getting him to move, because then that'll get us into the manhole cover. Cafe de Levante. Okay, this was the original cafe. I don't think we need to go back here. Maybe we need to go back to the museum. Let's see.
You have left here very late, monsieur. Late for what? NSA? I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like to get locked in. I can tell you,
Not in this gallery.
Why not?
It is
Yeah, does it come to life?
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
Oh,
Hmm.
yes, I do. 7 years ago, a lad managed to hide in here. He'd made a bet with his friends, I suppose. When I found him in the morning, he was cold as ice and stiff as a board.
Well, what was the cause
Hmm.
of death?
They said it was a brain tumor. But on his face was a look of stark, desperate terror, such
Hmm.
as I have never seen before.
Scary.
Interesting. Ooh, yeah. What's
What
this?
can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Probably
Those
nothing.
are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The
Okay.
Paris pot people,
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur, vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even
Ooh.
have time to pack up their pots.
All right. What about
What
this?
can you tell me about the collection of coins?
A rare example of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe.
He's
le
actually very knowledgeable.
That little
Wow.
old lay buried for centuries in a field on the outskirts of Paris. They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in Europe.
Okay. What about this?
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an
Oh, that's
officer,
nice. That's nice.
but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row
19.
of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
Hmm.
You know, I never thought of that. Do you see? If I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history.
You could.
Your age? Dream on.
Whoa! No, oh man, this guy's so rude. I think he could. Like professors are pretty old to begin with, so it's not like he'd be at a disadvantage. I feel like. Ooh, why is my model sometimes? It's lagging a little bit. Okay, I think I just need to leave it. There we go, like that.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
John D. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Wait, maybe I should ask him more questions. Wait, because
Pardon me?
usually,
Oui, monsieur?
and
What's
you,
the importance of John Dee's
Yeah.
tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini
escapologist.
of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Okay, okay. Can you tell me what kind of experiments
What
did he
kind
do?
of experiments
Yeah.
did John Dee perform with his tripod?
It's the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we
sort
skipped
of.
over thaumatology. Can I take a closer
Hmm.
look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A
Yeah, yeah.
painfully loud alarm bell.
Okay, how does the alarm bell work?
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
Okay.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
I guess that sort of does make sense. So.
What can you tell me about the collection of coins?
Oh wait, we already got that. Yep.
They're unique. That is right, monsieur. You see, in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along with their pots, why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Yeah, oui, they connect the market. Clean up.
Hmm.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
No, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the...
Is that just it?
That-
Okay,
yeah.
he's... Oh,
What
no,
the-
didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
Does this white powder mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. What about this gem?
I found this gem at a medieval site in Ireland.
That means nothing to me, monsieur.
How did
Okay.
you manage to get this job?
I had the right qualifications. A military manner,
Okay.
wicked shoes, and an irrational hatred of children.
Okay. Makes sense, I guess.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, if I talk with you.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
The tripod.
I think you ought
What
to
do you know about
that the tripod is going to be stolen.
Hmm.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place,
That's a good point.
Raid.
they're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
The
Well,
pressure
don't
stuff.
say I didn't warn you.
Hmm.
Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd
Hmm.
never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point.
Okay, what about the thieves
Have you ever
here?
heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
Oh, right. Okay. I remember this is the group
Same
that the...
time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, Assassini, the assassins.
Oh, hey, that's where the Assassin's Creed takes place, right?
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The
Okay.
freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young
Hmm.
man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was
Okay.
told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
That's an initiation, right? Okay.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be
Mhm.
instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look
Hmm.
around at the world today. You tell me.
All right, and who's this? A king?
What can you tell me about Philippe le Bel?
He was responsible for the extermination of the Knights Templar.
I know
Okay.
that, but why was Philip so hot to get rid of them?
Mostly because he wanted
I
to
think I've
get his
got ahead of
hands on
this.
their treasure. He had an enormous debt and a lifelong war with England to fund. The
Hmm.
trouble was, the Templars were a highly respected holy order.
Okay.
If the Templars were so powerful, how did this Philippe dude wipe them out?
By underhanded, dishonorable means, of course. The Pope...
Makes
the
sense.
Clermont
That's usually how you do it. Usually how you do it.
French, huh? Handy for Philippe.
Fate had nothing to do with it. He was Philippe's puppet, planted to further his
Hmm.
political ambitions. Philippe wanted the wealth of the Templars and used Clermont to get it.
Okay.
So what was Philippe's plan? What happened?
Sealed orders were sent out all over France, not to be opened until the appointed day. That day was Friday, July 13th. That's the origin of our superstition regarding
Yep, Friday the 13th. Okay, okay.
Alone, throughout the whole of France, the Templars were arrested. It was the biggest bust in the history of the world.
Interesting, interesting. Anything more about it?
What happened to the Templars after their arrest?
Philippe was out for blood, so he handed the Templars over to the Inquisition. Not surprisingly, they confessed to a sensational and sordid list of blasphemies.
Like what?
Oh, the sort of things you read about in the gutter press.
The gutter press.
Devil worship, lewd sexual practices, spitting on the Holy Cross, that kind of thing.
Well, that must have given their lawyers some headaches.
Whether or not the accusations were true, this was not good publicity. Most of the charges were probably cooked up, but so were the Templars, literally.
Okay, you
Under
shouldn't
the name
be.
of
He was a little happy about that. A little too happy.
They died protesting their innocence.
Well, of course they did.
But surely Philippe had no proof of his charges against the Templars.
It didn't matter. He had power.
Under torture.
Yeah.
The Inquisition fabricated some nonsensical demon called Baphomet, and then suggested to their victims that this was what they worshipped.
But they didn't have to agree.
The
Well,
records
when you're
show a
tortured, it's
Templar
kinda
going to
hard.
Trial with both feet burnt off, fragments of flesh and charred bone falling from the stumps. What would you not admit to stop such torment?
So there was no truth at all in the Baphomet accusations?
Not a
Bahamut.
shred.
Or no,
Oh, not every
Baphomet.
victim described
Baphomet.
the idol differently. No, Baphomet never existed outside the sick minds of the Inquisitors.
That's an interesting story for sure.
So Philippe stole the Templars' riches, huh?
Oh no, they weren't stupid. The king's troops marched first on the temple in Paris, then to the Templar home port at La Rochelle. There was no trace of the treasure, and the fleet of the Knights Templar had set sail.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Because honestly, it's been a while, so I'm just gonna click on this just to see where it. Yeah, we got that. Head to the museum before those thugs get there. Okay, yeah, that's. So I think I've got to be in here. I don't think I can open it because this guy will get mad at me, right?
Don't even think of climbing in there, monsieur. You'll be suffocated.
I always wondered how it felt to be a mummy.
I think I could stay in there, but I gotta wait till he's like turned around or something. Or I could open up the window. But I don't think I could break into the window. You see, maybe I could wait until he's at the front door again. Oh, no. Yep, and then he undoes the window, right? Yep.
It was a statue from ancient Egypt.
Okay, I think I've just got to wait for him to walk around and then eventually... I think once he's by this front door again, that's when we'll be good. Just gotta let him do his rounds. Get inside.
Do you have a fetish about closets, monsieur?
I do. But
I just love the smell of mothballs, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? We're here. Is there anything outside? Because I feel like we have to... I feel like the sarcophagus is the right answer here. There's a window over here, but nothing else. There's bushes. I don't know if that would help me
There
though.
was no obvious way into the building.
Bushes.
A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me.
Okay, so there's really nothing else here. So we know that they're going to be here. You see, he's looking at me. If he looks at me while I'm cranking this thing, he's going to get mad. So now if I leave, does the window stay open? Even if it did, there's no way to get over there. Okay, so that doesn't really help out. What do I do? Maybe if I talk to him a little bit more.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Do you know anything about this gem?
Did I show you this gem?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay. How about this white powder?
Do you recognize this white powder, Andre?
No?
How about this?
Do you have any use for this, Andre?
Ah, shouldn't think so, Georgie.
Did I show you this gem?
Yes, you did.
What with
Does the
this?
guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No?
Take a look at this nose, Lobino.
It really doesn't interest me, Georgie.
Okay, how about
What
this?
do you make of this tool?
Let's go through everything that we have.
Where did you get it?
From a dig in Paris.
Vraiment? I didn't realize there were any excavations in progress in the city.
It was not quite that, yeah.
Did I show you this tool?
Yes, you did, though I can't imagine why.
How about
What does
this?
this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Okay, how about
I'd
this?
like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
Oh.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Halamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Oh.
Somewhere in what used to be called Persia.
Okay, okay.
Hot on modern geography, I'm afraid. The most recent map I have shows America as an English colony.
That's kind
Are
of funny.
you sure you don't know where Alamut is?
Positive.
Okay, how about this?
What do you make of this ID card?
Nothing.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, then let's talk to this guy. Come on.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
This?
I showed you my tool, didn't I?
Oui, monsieur. Most impressive.
I showed...
Oui, monsieur.
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
How about this
What do
tissue?
you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Okay, how about
Do you
this?
recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
He's a
I guess
murderer.
not.
Hmm.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Okay, do you know about this?
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Okay.
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
How about this?
Did I show you this gem?
Yes, you did.
Okay, how about this?
Does this apparatus mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
What can you...
That yeah, you.
He really
What-
doesn't say anything different, does he?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Display
I
case.
tried to raise the glass cover. As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
Eh, no. No, monsieur. No.
What's wrong?
You must not handle the exhibits.
I'm sorry. The case contained the tripod shown on the manuscript.
Is there a way to get inside this? Okay, hang on. It's the beginning of the game, you know. We'll take a couple more hints. With other people around, right? So how do I get other people out?
I was no desecrator of.
He mentioned something about there being smoke and everything. Maybe if I unroll the window, because I think he mentioned something about across the street there was a burger place. So maybe could I go to that burger place? Get them to get a bunch of smoke coming up in the air? So we're here. We can't go to the hotel. No, so we can't do anything like that. Okay. Have to find a place to hide. Yeah, I know. I want to hide in the coffin, the sarcophagus. But this guy's spotting me every single time he's doing it.
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted.
No, monsieur.
Dang it.
Okay.
How do I... There's gotta be something, right? He doesn't like fresh air. Oh, so is it saying while he's busy with this thing? Okay, so while he's busy with that thing, then I think he's saying I could go ahead and open it and get inside, right? I think that's what it's saying. Ah, it is. Okay. Nice. Now we just gotta wait, I think.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, monsieur.
Hours have passed. Gotta wait for those assassins. Yeah, how are they going to get in here? Or how are they going to take it without the alarm going off?
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Yep, we saw these two before. Ooh, okay, we are pausing the game here. Let's make sure we save. Okay, so how do we... No, I don't want to talk to them.
Oh, Guido!
What's the big idea, you dummy? Shine the light down here.
The mummy! It's come alive!
He's gonna shoot me.
That's a mommy. I'm glad I'm an orphan.
No, he literally just... Okay, he does just shoot us. Oh. Okay. Well, I had a feeling that was a bad idea. That's why we saved. Okay. So, ooh, the totem pole.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Wait, is that an actual cat burglar? back in... No way, Nicole was a cat burglar?
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily,
Oh,
I
okay, never
managed
mind.
to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Oh, thank you.
But the killer got away with the tripod.
It wasn't the
No,
killer.
he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean
You see? Okay, good. It was her.
it was
I had a
you
feeling it
who
was her.
Stole the tripod?
Hmm.
Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't suck, Jersey, please.
Oh, rats.
Oh, he gives up pretty quickly.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
I am actually kind of pleased, to be
Aren't
honest.
you going to try putting the gem on the tripod?
I
Ooh.
guess so.
Yeah, good idea. I'm surprised we just left the gym with him.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
You need to put it somewhere well. Hey, we're just gonna fit it in there. All right. Yeah.
Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He
Oh.
was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bears that crest.
sure
Ooh,
hope so.
who is it? Okay, okay. How about these assassins here?
Lobineau explained who the Hashashin were.
Yeah?
The cult of the assassins.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, why are you excited about that? That's you should not be excited about that.
Let's take another
But
look
okay.
at the manuscript.
The tripod.
That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum.
Which would be this one.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Where's that gonna be though?
That's the gem that Pegram...
Okay.
The night scroll through my... There's a woman, but the... There's a guy...
Okay.
What do you think the purpose of this tripod is?
On the manuscript, the gem is shown mounted on top of it.
So, we risked a criminal charge to steal a display stand?
Don't ask me. Maybe it's intended to hold the gem in a specific position.
That's what I think. But we have to figure out
Do you
where
wanna
though.
Look after the gem?
No, Georges. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
I have to go.
Already? You only
But
just
where do we
arrived.
go? Oh,
Time
thank you for the
and
Scooby
tide
snack,
waits
Fran.
No man.
Okay, I'll see you later.
You see, we ended up sneaking into a museum, and we stopped some burglars, although we also stole something ourselves. So we did a good thing, followed up by a bad thing, which is kind of the main thing of this game so far. Ooh. But let's see. I'm not sure where the game wants us to go now. Oh, I guess we have to go back to the museum, actually, and talk to the guy, because he said there was somebody that identified the crest. But we'll see if they let me back in here after I, because after this, I was sent to the police office, but, oh, they do let me here. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
What's with the long face?
Haven't you heard? The tripod was stolen.
No kidding.
Didn't I
It's
warn
just
you about that
something-
yesterday?
So many other treasures. And the thieves choose the tripod.
A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey, I
It definitely does
visited
feel like a
Nico's
medieval story, though,
ensemble.
doesn't it? Because it's about, like,
Yeah,
Templars and
you told me
everything.
you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
He's talking about the
I hope
map.
You're referring to the
Yeah.
manuscript.
Well, we, of course.
All right, so about the manuscript.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What else about it?
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, we pilgrims in our thousands on our way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of
But
the
you still
book,
got it, right?
The reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell
Ooh,
that?
how do you know?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Okay. So where
Can
in
you
Spain?
identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie.
Oh,
He's
nice,
a
nice.
member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh,
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Okay, anything else?
do you think the manuscript could be the map to the Templar treasure?
Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find, but that's all.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though? Treasure of the Knights Templar.
You're kind of stretching there, Georgie.
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely improbable.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
So maybe I can go to Spain now? Because he gave us a location, the coast of something. So maybe now that I know that, I can travel to Spain. So let's see. Does he give me the option to do that? I didn't want to show him the tripod, because I feel like if I showed him the tripod, I would probably be arrested. Ooh, we do have a new location here. Viva, yeah. But I'm assuming this is Spain. Ooh, yep. Is that a sprinkler system? Yeah, okay, it is. Well, not quite. It's somebody doing the sprinklers. Hello.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble.
My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether
The house is not open to the public.
this is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the countess and myself.
Well, I want to speak to her then. Yeah.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I
Okay.
have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No. No, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why take me on then?
To amuse myself. To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
Now it's not working.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
You know anything about this?
What do you think of this tripod?
I think nothing of it.
The gem?
See this gem? Men have died for it.
Do I look as if I care?
This. How about this red
I don't
nose?
suppose this red nose means anything to you, does it?
Ah, el flojo.
El
The what?
El flojo. He is a clown on state television.
Ah, okay,
Oh.
okay.
Is he any good?
He is as funny as scabies. Without the laughs.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
Okay, how about
Look at
this?
this tissue.
It's a tissue with some greasy muck on it.
Yes, that's right.
Have you seen this guy
Recognize
before?
man?
No,
Want to shake my hand?
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
I don't smoke.
That's not what I asked, but okay.
This lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing.
How about this white powder?
Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
What do you
This?
make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
I mean,
If I was
yes.
hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk 'em. Okay. Well, I'll see you around.
Adios.
How about the building? I'm just walking all over the grass. He doesn't care. Oh, we can kind of go through here. Ooh. Okay, okay. So one statue's kind of broken. We can't look at any of them. We can't. Ooh, there's a statue up
They look
there.
Kind of sinister.
The building has skulls
I
on
didn't
it.
want to mess with the building.
Can we go inside?
Rats. It's locked.
Dang it. Of course it is.
Door was
It's
a
always
handsome piece
locked.
of work, in keeping with the ornateness of the rest
Hmm.
of the building.
Okay. And I don't think I'm a good enough climber to get up to that window. Phew. Okay, so this was kind of a waste. There's not really anything that we can get to at the moment. And nothing else that we can really look at. So we'll go back. Maybe we can sneak our way into the house? Question mark? There's no way he's going to be that annoying, right? Yeah, well, listen, the door's open. You gonna go?
Hey, you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well,
I mean, if I left the door
no, I
open.
guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
I mean, the door's wide open, though. Maybe if I tie the hose in a knot, that'll
I didn't
distract
like
him.
the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Ah, come on. You
The
tied it
hose
in a
ran
knot.
From some sort of utility room all the way to the lawn.
Maybe I combine it with something? No. Don't think we can shock it. Nope.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Okay, so how do I... what do I do here? No, doing that's going to cause him to get angry at me again. See, what I would have done is I would have tied the hose into a knot, and then while he was distracted trying to untangle it, then I would walk into the house. Ooh. Oh, no, you left your car. Are you able to get to your car relatively quickly, or? Let's see. Okay, what do you say, game here? Yeah, try cutting. That's what you see. That's what I thought. You see, my mind is always in the right train of thought. I'm just like, how am I supposed to cut off the hose line? Because I don't really have any tools with me to.
I didn't like the idea.
And he doesn't seem smart enough to do it on his own. How? How do I do this? Use your pressure gauge on the... How? My pressure gauge? Are you talking about this thing? How does that... So I wrap it around it and squeeze it to the point... No way that's... Oh man, the moon logic in this game. Okay. But hello there, Kohaku. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, now his hose should stop working. And then once it stops working, then I go inside.
Hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Okay.
Sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Why would I?
See?
Yeah.
You.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Such a thing.
Looking forward to seeing those big things, Kohaku.
Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped.
Okay.
And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Okay. I'll take his warning with a little bit of a grain of salt there. I love how he goes to the house first. Okay, so let's pause it. Or not pause it. Save it. Save. Alright. Time to go into the house. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, no, so we don't want to go that way. Let's go this way then. Oh, that's where the dogs are. Okay. Go up the stairs then.
Hey, you on the stairs.
Oops.
Dang it.
I know this doesn't look good, but
Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
Ah, I messed up. I messed up. But nice, nice. That's actually really cool. Glad you get to do some editing there. Okay, we're going to go back in. We're going to try to sneak in. This time we're going to go... Maybe we can use a suit of armor or something?
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great
No,
plan.
it definitely has a... Like, it's a remaster, right? So, I love how they kept the same art style and everything, because it looks very... Very much like the older games I used to play as like a kid and everything. Okay, but how do I...
I love suits of armor. Who doesn't?
What am I supposed to do here? Like, 'cause if I stay behind...
The armor was about my size. I had a... With the... apart.
The only thing I don't like about this is like trying to figure out what to do here can sometimes be... He needs distracting again. Okay. Maybe the dogs? He needs distracting again, but what does that
I
mean?
hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Oh, I see. So I trigger the dogs and I wait
Hey,
here.
you. I know you are there, American.
Okay, damn. He still saw us.
All right, you dogs, I'm coming.
Oh, okay, okay. For a second I thought he saw us, but no, I guess not. Okay, upstairs, upstairs. Come on. There we go. Just gotta click in the right spot. Mm. Oh. Hello. Want to play chess?
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
And you have a shield on your wall, so I know you care.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to
The
do
music
with
is very
my
fancy.
family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Because I haven't killed you yet.
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing,
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Okay. Alright, let's talk about the Templars.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for the De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, what about...
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Like the church on her...
Obviously.
So,
Yeah.
what do you have around here that's early medieval?
That building.
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children.
Which she doesn't
Sorry.
have. Yeah.
Value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Huh.
Nobody has any idea
Interesting.
where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
Okay.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There
Which one was the
something else
modern?
odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a...
Oh, hello.
You! Why, I feed you to the dogs. Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs? That's my lady. Never without my permission.
Oh, wow. Okay, she's a little bit scary.
If I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now,
Will do.
I want to show you something interesting. Follow?
Okay. You see, I knew we were going to be taken here.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the temple.
And this is where I put the...
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
No.
A mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
Oh,
Come with me.
You see, we got to place the pedestal on there along with the gem, and then
Yeah.
something happens.
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
you've got nothing to
Hmm.
worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Okay. I do love this guy, though. Like, the way he says stuff is really funny to me. Okay.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
Huh.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have
Oh.
a look around?
By all means.
Hmm. What's this pole for?
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
The book?
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard!
Yeah.
Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes.
It's for the chess pieces.
Close up, some of the
Hmm.
squares. It was too delicate to move.
Okay, anything else I can interact with?
I couldn't reach up there. Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit. High up in the dome were windows. I guess I couldn't climb up there without breaking something.
Ooh, there's a tome here. I don't think I want to move it.
I wasn't about to start heaving at sarcophagus lids with the Countess standing there.
What if I talk to you?
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
The chessboard.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put the chess pieces
The
there.
gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This
Yes.
place was built for the Templars.
Mm-hmm.
Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Yeah, so let's do it. Chess pieces, come
I
on.
think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
Do you have the pieces?
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here?
Mm-hmm.
And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had
Let's
a
go.
long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Please don't die.
Lopez, put that hold down and listen. Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set. Oh, damn the game. Now, hurry.
Oh, is she playing it with him?
This is exciting, is it not?
It is, it is.
Excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
Ah. Okay, so how about this stuff?
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
How about this?
That's a big candle. Where would you buy a thing like that from?
You could not. It is an antique, unique to my knowledge.
Just how old is it?
It dates from the Middle Ages, when the Moors controlled Spain. The
Okay.
candle was to be lit as a signal to the estate workers if the Moors attacked.
Interesting.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5. 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You
Aw.
lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
Sure, sure. We'll honor. We'll honor.
I'll leave it for now.
Oh, she's the 6'9". Oh, that's a good theory.
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobart?
They seem no worse than
It'd be cool if we were.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong.
They did.
Settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
What else do we
While
have
we're
here?
waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything?
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos. Is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied
Okay.
our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Well, we were
Well, because they didn't want to spread
The
the.
bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance.
Hmm.
But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again.
Ah, so that's what happened to the 6. Okay.
Lopez, you have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady. My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
Oh, that's good. So let's go put them in place.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
You gotta go a little faster than that. Okay. But we're still missing one piece. Huh? Wait. Huh. Wait, what? Okay, so they want me to solve this. Can't move any of these. It has to be these 3. Bishop to here. Wait. Okay, we picked this one up. Want it to go there, okay. And the bishop. Want them to go there. Does that mean that the knight goes into that? Over here, okay. I have no idea how that works, but sure.
Senor Stobart, look.
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos. Missing
Okay.
for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Hmm.
This is your moment of triumph, senor.
Nah, it's your family
Sure,
stuff.
Sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Nice. Okay. Huh.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice.
And then she
but there's
died.
still the riddle of the missing knight.
Okay.
Well, you
Okay.
can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the
Hmm.
odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're
Hmm.
as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's
I mean, we
all
could do
part of the
both.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Hmm. So what do we do with this
This
chalice
is the
then?
chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger?
I mean, we
She's
did find
one
it.
born short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Are
Hold
you
up, hold up.
serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother.
Hmm.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
But where? Where are we going now? Because we've already kind of been everywhere, no? Hmm. Does the game have any hint on where to go? Paris, America's murder. Wait, where is this? To get the beam pat, you need to find people. Fewer people in the plaza. Okay, okay. I think I know where it's telling me to go now. So there's this plaza, I think right here. Ah, okay. We need to get rid of these people around. How do I do that?
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Hmm.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
The
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
Oh, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu.
it's the same thing as a juggler, just in
Jongleur
French.
is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballatic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
What? George can be so mean sometimes. Like, what the heck?
Juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better.
Yeah, we could do better. I think I've juggled a couple of
My
times.
guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Hmm.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not.
Hang on. Out of curiosity, I think I have some tennis balls around. Let me. Hang on, I'll be right back. so I do have 3 tennis balls because I used the tennis balls previously as a way to kind of, like sometimes when you get a knot in your shoulder and stuff, I use like the tennis ball as a way to kind of rub that out a little bit. But let's see. Wait, time, yeah. Okay, so let me see. You guys won't be able to see this, unfortunately, but let me see if I actually do know how to juggle. Okay, no. No. Okay. No, I do not. I think me and George are probably on the same wavelength there. Okay, good to know. Let me just put this back then. Oh. This is where it's like I need to get what is it? The like tracking and everything. So that way you guys can actually see me messing around with all the random stuff around me. Yeah, exactly. Super close, super close. Actually, you know what it is. You know what the problem is. The where I am right now, the ceiling's kind of slanted, so it's a little bit lower than what it should be. So I couldn't really throw the balls super high. So that's the reason why it didn't work. I'm sure if I was in a normal room, it would have been just fine.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, their last Grandmaster, Jacques Dumoulin, was burnt.
Yeah, exactly.
In 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Ah, of course. Okay. How about this red nose?
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No.
To touch grass again and then to juggle. Yep.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
I'll be honest, I got distracted. I didn't follow through either,
This
Georgie.
is a sewer key.
I do not want it. Thank you.
Well, I'm not selling it. I just wanted your opinion.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
Look.
Are you saying?
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
A red nose and now grease paint? You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea again. Caper, caper, caper. Plummet. Nope. Gone again.
Maybe it was to dress up as a clown. Want to shake my hand?
It doesn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands. Have you seen this man before?
No.
How about this?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case, it means nothing to me.
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
You work in a lab.
No, try again.
You steal lab passes?
Well,
No.
sort of.
Well, not as a habit. This was a special case.
Plaster?
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked. Feast your eyes on this.
incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Duh.
That's
Well,
garbage.
yeah.
Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot and then murdered in his hospital bed. Do you want it?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I like how he just instantly turns out. He's like, nope, nope, nope.
I've got a medieval tripod.
Same here, same
My
here.
Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. Say it.
It's like I love how everything is voiced, and I love the dialogue too. It's very clever and witty.
Does this chalice mean anything to you?
It is very badly designed. I would not wish to drink from such a vessel.
Yeah, it's very
Give it a
old,
chance,
so.
Buster.
Hmm.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
How do I get
There
these
was a
tourists to
small
leave?
crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons.
Jeez, George is very rude. How about this? Hello?
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
How do we get the clown to
What do
move?
you think of the juggler?
Ah, he is excellent, most watchable.
But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So, he is amusing. The traffic isn't. He wants to block it. Who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I'm. Ah, well.
Yeah, this guy is so terrible.
So you're not gonna do anything about this guy.
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
Ah, a license. This I had not considered.
So what are you gonna do?
The instant I return to the station, I shall check.
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his concentration? What kind of a barbarian do you take me for?
This guy. Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Can I go into the cafe? No. Guess I could go into the mausoleum over here. I think I was in here last time when there wasn't really anything there. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff over this way.
Waiting in prayer for the judge.
There's a statue there. Statue's here. Okay, if I listen to this one.
The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well.
Okay, what about this?
I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
I mean, he's got a shield, so probably. The window?
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Yeah, despite going to Catholic school all throughout elementary and high school, I never did have to go to Sunday school, which I was very grateful for, but oh man, I can only imagine what that would have been like. I think Sunday school was really probably only there if you were a public school student, right? And you weren't able to go and get your like religious stuff. If you can upstage the juggler somehow, he might leave. How do I upstage him?
Hi again.
Oui.
Look. Have I shown you this?
Oui.
Okay, how do I upstage him? I am very confused. Maybe I do this onto him?
Hi again.
Oui.
Look.
Maybe I can shock. No.
In French, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved.
How
the
much
Knightly
Bible
Order
do
of
you
the
remember
Templars
this?
and excommunicated its members
I mean,
on charges
not
of heresy.
not
In the
much. I
following
remember
2
like the
years,
Good Samaritan
many of the
and
knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master Jacques de Molay
maybe a
was burnt
couple
at
other
stake
stuff
on
here
an
and there, but
island in
nothing,
the Seine.
nothing too great.
There was no water to frolic about in, and the leaf mold that was collecting there just wasn't the same somehow.
How do I upstage him though? We can't juggle. What? No, I already tried that. We failed.
Hi again.
Oui.
I want to juggle.
Catch you later.
Ugh.
Au revoir.
Maybe I have
The
to
juggler was
leave?
good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like a horse's ass.
Jeez, George, you are so rude. So maybe I was supposed to do something before then? Let's see. Ah, we gotta wait. Perhaps a nearby fan can provide some insight? Oh, okay.
Hello again.
Hello?
Does this
Uh,
red...
Ah,
Do I look...
no. Although you juggle like one. Nah, if
Huh.
I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And
Huh.
not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point.
So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon.
Ah, okay, okay.
You had it.
I'll see
Interesting.
you around.
So how do I put the red nose on then? You gonna go over to him? Thank you, George.
Hi again.
Oui?
Look,
Okay, hang on.
Hi
We just gotta
again.
talk to him normally.
Oui?
Mm.
What is it this time?
Yeah, I wanna try
I'd
juggling.
like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
They're gonna put it.
Okay, now for my secret weapon. The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
And left.
and left in a fury. Hey, you forgot one of your balls. Hey!
But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Oh, finally. And then now the tourist should leave too, right? Okay, well, whatever. They're not gonna mind if I just open this thing up now, right? Yeah, they don't care. They're not gonna tell anybody. So let's go down. Only authorized personnel down here, folks. Just doing my sewer inspections. What the heck is all this? Alright. Normal sewer stuff.
What's a guy supposed to do with a sewer? Don't answer that.
Let's see. Take a look at the stone pedestal, I guess.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
Okay, what's this one?
The wall seemed in very poor condition.
Well, okay, thank you. Very useful there, George.
Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Okay, what about this boat?
On the boat was a winching machine.
What's a winching machine? Huh. What do I do with the hook? Do I attach it to something? I mean, I don't think I can just hop over there, right? I mean, it seems like it'd be better to go there from the boat.
Okay, it's long jump time.
There's no way you can make that, George.
Here goes.
Yep.
Do I look crazy or something?
A little. Yes, yes. Huh. So maybe we take this and I can attach it to this? No. What do I do with this? Huh. Okay. So I feel like we definitely have to bring it out, right?
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. The hook was held rigidly by the tightly wound chain.
Use the sewer key on the manhole cover. Yeah, okay. What does it want me to do here? So we undo this, which is the main thing. This stone panel says...
Close up, I could see my medieval... Maybe.
Nothing different from what we knew.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Okay, so George, what are we supposed to do with this hook? Maybe I can use the hook over here? No, because as soon as you interact with anything, you drop it.
I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily. Now, I wasn't so sure. The hook
And we can't attach it to any of these things. There's the mucky water. What do you want me to do here, game? What are you... One of the stone panels seems different. Perhaps you could force the issue? This thing? This is the one that seems different. Force the issue. Can I use this on it?
Hey, that's hollow. It was time for some brutal destruction.
Oh. Okay, what is this?
Close up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through, and behind it were some cogs and a lever.
Okay, so now do I attach this with this?
Here goes.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Hey, cool.
Okay.
Inside the hole, I could see...
Yeah, okay, now I do this. Good, good. I was right, and then I probably crank this, right? Good, good. So now I can go into here. Not sure where this leads, but... Oh. Okay. There's a gap over there. This looks completely safe, right? Totally fine to go down?
In the beginning was the end.
Oh.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
Oh, I've seen this guy before. He was in the inn.
Tremors our new day.
This is where I put the tripod.
The
This is-
military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift.
So
The
these are
pattern
the
is emerging.
assassins then.
Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging.
Yep.
Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost.
Oh.
Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget.
And how does that help?
What are we doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors. Hold on. These are the Templars?
Nah,
Must
they're not.
have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these
Okay.
historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried
Pegram.
to protect the Lokman gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it.
Wait, this
Now,
is Sword of Baphomet's
we
actually
have the
real?
opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results. Not petty bickering. Not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yeah, because Baphomet's supposed to be
Yes,
fake,
of
right?
course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Oh.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it.
Huh.
You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet.
Ah.
Reliability. Equal
Okay.
with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
A Grandmaster,
Have you
of
any
course.
good news for us, Professor? We already know 3 of the elements. We know that
Okay.
Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame.
He's gonna talk about us next,
Klausner
right?
was a good
Hmm.
operative.
Wait, no, keep going.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the
Exactly.
importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing.
Well, now we know why it's called the Broken Sword.
With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The new millennium will belong to us. The next
It does
time
seem like Assassin's Creed, doesn't it? And the assassins might actually be the good guys.
the princess of this world.
And I'm pretty sure this game originally came out before Assassin's Creed, so now you know Assassin's Creed just stole all its plot. Wow, they all fit on that tiny little boat. But that's good, because now we can go down there and put the thing on the pedestal and put the gem there. And then once we do that, we should be maybe unlock something? Let's see. Mm-hmm. So George, I want you to put this here. Perfect. Then we put the gem on top of the... Whoops. Okay, come on. Gem here. What does this do? Ooh.
The light falling
M-A-R...
from above struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Marib. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Glad no one was around there.
I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars.
I like how he's just sitting on the couch and not...
They're after something called
He's like laying down,
the
yeah.
Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was
Bahamut.
there.
Or
The guy
no.
who killed Marquet.
Baphomet.
The manuscript
Baphomet.
is the key, just as we thought.
Baphomet.
It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how does he hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
No idea what it means, though.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Yeah, why not?
These
Yeah.
guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay, what about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Okay. I mean, that works. You seen this ball?
Do you like this juggling ball?
Have you been drinking, George?
No, why?
Because you're talking crap.
All right. Well, we're going to
Do you
Syria
think I
now.
should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, George.
It's fine. We just get on a plane. We'll be there by the end of the day. Hopefully. You got anything new to say?
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Hmm.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collar's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man, tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
Ooh, that
How was
doesn't
he
sound good.
dressed? A long brown raincoat with a hat.
Oh,
Like
oh.
Humphrey Bogart.
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that?
Okay.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Hmm. So it was definitely the robber guy, but I don't know why he was clenching his rear. Okay, we'll go here. Hello.
Hey there, young fella. Speak you the English? Speak you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nicho. Welcome to my grand
Oh, hey, it's this guy again.
quality merchandise.
Okay. You know
Does
anything about the
word
Templars?
Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Templar. Huh? Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow.
Oh, I just realized he has a gun right here. Oh, wow. Okay. What about this stuff
Oh,
you're
this is
selling?
your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
Okay, what about
speak
you?
Very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No,
Not
sir.
quite.
Jeeves and Wooster. Cassie, think noto. Und egotos. What ho?
I don't think I knew any of those.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
Huh.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Ping! He was better animated.
Okay.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an
That's who we're talking
Inquisition in
about. Yes.
1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the
Of
stand
course,
a couple
of course.
weeks ago. Ask me what a pewter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
What about this?
Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
Okay.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Sure. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe I can ask him about the guy.
Hello.
This one.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
That's a cat for you.
See you around. Ta-ta.
Let's talk to the
Hi,
tourist.
I was wondering whether you could help me.
But I love how we talk to him from all the way over there.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased
Yeah,
to meet
pretty
you,
sure we
Mr.
talked to you
Henderson.
before.
Hell, boy. I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne. My name's George Stobart.
Watch yourself.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He
His
sure
accent is
balls.
very interesting.
Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not gonna find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them there stands.
Who's Pearl?
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lax to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I
does have
take
a point.
picture of you, George?
Go ahead.
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Who's the folks?
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company.
Oh, okay.
Based in Cleveland, Ohio. Pearl writes.
Cleveland, Ohio. All right.
You ought to ask her to recite some.
Okay. Do you know anything about the
Do you
Templars?
mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
Well, yeah, but that's about it.
And what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please.
How about
I
this?
saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Yeah, he's not wrong there. He's definitely not wrong.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the
It was a
conspirators
diamond?
mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Oh, okay.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
How about your
Where
wife?
is your wife, Dwayne?
He's right behind us.
Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Oh, wow. Congrats, man. Have you seen this guy?
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
We're in the same business then, aren't we?
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Please don't.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Yeah, this guy's a little creepy. A little creepy.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name
You don't sound like you're from Ohio.
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
Or
My
maybe?
name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay,
Actu-
Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face.
Okay,
so
can you
far
stop
from
interrupting me?
home.
Pearl,
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
Anything about the Templars?
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Okay, you know about anything
Have you
like this
talked to
kid?
the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh,
The
yes,
bric-a-brac,
yeah.
interesting.
His name's Nejo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Okay, how about yourself?
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family.
Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Sure.
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go.
Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the dog.
Classy, isn't it?
We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah,
Whoa!
It still touches me. What do you think, George?
It's very specific.
Whoa, when my
You
what
think
gets
so?
bitten by a
We
snake?
sell a lot of those, dear.
When my schnauzer? Is she talking about a dog or something else? That's, okay.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me?
Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in
Yep.
a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron?
Haven't heard of Akron.
Little? Hold on. Didn't Dwayne say they were from Cleveland?
What
No.
was that, sweetness?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud.
I don't think he said he was from Cleveland, did he? He said Ohio.
I met your husband earlier. He's an interesting man.
That's why I married him.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George.
He thinks he's a spy, okay.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Don't be a stranger.
He
How
didn't
about
have
this guy?
anything that I needed.
Okay, let's talk to this weird guy here.
I wasn't hungry and didn't want to buy fruit.
Okay. What about this person?
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Musku.
No thanks.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Okay, so we could go there. There's a door there. I want to talk to this guy again.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there,
Hmm.
George.
Okay, no, I don't have anything new for
It's
him.
okay. I'll catch...
How about the door here?
I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Okay, what if I go this way? Ah, it just switched me back over here, okay. And if I go talk to you, do you have any new dialogue options or no?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again.
Ah, you do, okay.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd.
As for the lady, it's a funny thing, but I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
Okay.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto, a miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday.
A
Never
wet
one
Wednesday. I've never heard of
Does
that
he
saying
speak any
before.
English?
Not cogently, no.
So long, Nijo.
A face like a wet Wednesday. That's a saying. I might have to use that sometime. Okay, so let's see. We haven't gotten into this back alleyway over here. Ooh, some fancy rugs. Let's go to the carpet salesman.
Hi. Hello there. Lovely carpet.
Ever seen this guy?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpet, yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna get much out of him.
Ma'asalama.
We could take a look at the rugs.
Unfortunately, I had neither the time nor the money to buy anything.
Okay, so this is pretty much a waste. But in these types of games, you do need everything. Oh, now she's over here. Okay, let me talk to Pearl.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really.
Hmm.
What do you think of this chalice?
Now that's really pretty.
I've got some plaster of Paris.
That's nice to you.
Need
What
this
does
ball?
this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case it's a red ball.
Do you know what this is?
Lord, no. It looks painful though.
It's a sewer key.
Who'd want to break into a sewer?
Who wouldn't?
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Reminds me of my late Uncle Abner.
Oh? Is he a clown?
No, he
was
was-
a drunk.
Ah, okay. Yep.
What do you make of...
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Nah.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a phenomenon.
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No Moulin.
I've got a...
It's been a fl-
Alright, let's talk to this guy. We'll show him everything as well. Because I feel like that's the only way you progress is by showing everybody every little thing.
Hi there, George.
What
You
do
know
you
what
make
this
of
is?
A manhole lifting key. So,
Hey, how come you recognize it?
hey, how come you're carrying it?
Yeah, well, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Recognize this?
A clown's red nose.
What do you think of this grease paint stained tissue?
You've been hanging around with actors?
Sort of.
Do you recognize this man or not?
Not.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
I'm just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
Yeah, okay. How about this?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Okay. How about this?
Do you know the name Merlin?
Nope.
Plaster?
Look, I've got some plaster of Paris.
Yeah. And I've got a picture of me shaking hands with George Bush.
Oh.
That was back in '76.
What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
What about
What do
this?
you make of this chalice?
That looks old. Is it for sale?
Sorry. Have I
Yep.
Okay, well...
Count up.
Okay, so I didn't do anything. Let's go talk to the kid then.
The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint.
Hmm.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello?
All right, show him everything that we have here.
A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Kalu Kalei, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
Yeah, he's being a little too friendly. He doesn't care at all. He doesn't care.
Comedian. No surprise there.
Hey, what's that mean?
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint. Apparently.
How do you know all that? How do you know all
Here,
that?
Shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir. At
Aw.
least not while you've got that shake and shock buzzer clumsily concealed in your palm.
Yeah, he's rather smart.
Oh, you noticed.
Outlawed in 3 separate arms limitation conventions, those are.
You recognize this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
Okay.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
How about this
This
plaster?
plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
A playpen?
Deadly earnest. People
It's like a
come
playpen, right? Just
far
for
and
adults?
wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
Okay, what about this cup?
What do you think of this?
Excellent workmanship. 12th or 13th century. I wish I had things like that for sale.
Ser-
Take it away.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I
Nah.
thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
Interesting. Okay.
See you around.
So let's
Nijo.
come back to him
Ta-ta
then.
For now, sir.
Interesting. So is there a service that we need? Not yet, but let's talk to this guy because we can actually talk to him. He doesn't really speak
again, sir.
English though.
Hello, kebab.
What do you make of this?
By kebab. Most
What do you think of...
by kebab.
Does this mean...
No,
How about this?
I value your opinion.
nah. You buy.
He isn't.
What do you...
You buy kebab.
I...
Nah.
What do you make of...
You buy.
I val...
Nah.
Okay, he really doesn't know anything
You
outside
buy
of.
kebab.
I...
Nah.
Well,
Most.
Okay. And all these guys don't really do anything for me either. So really, it's going to be the cat. Can I throw the ball at the cat, maybe? How about if I ring the bell? Oh! Ah, okay.
hi, Nijo.
Hello?
Who's this guy?
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayuk's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him,
Hmm.
I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
Oh, that's good to hear. You still need this
This
plaster?
plaster was...
Really?
What do you...
It,
You really want...
you
So long, Nijo.
Hmm. What service do I need him to do, though? Because there was nothing here.
I figured going out into the country.
Okay. The only other person we could really talk to is the carpet salesman.
Close up.
Maybe we gotta show him some of the stuff or speak, maybe?
It's me again.
Does this match?
Ah! Give to me! Give to me! Allah mut!
Ah, okay. Okay. Interesting. Ah, and it had the cover on it. Gotcha.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
I mean, sort of.
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
Ooh, okay.
Where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellence, yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ulta.
Thanks.
Yeah, I
See you around,
will.
Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Okay. Interesting. How about the manager?
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue?
Oh.
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Hello again, Ultar.
Great hello and possible future.
Well, you never know. Would you mind talking to me?
It's most agreeable. This is how Ultar learns such splendid English, yes? Yes.
Okay, how about all this stuff? We'll talk to
Have you
him.
met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi?
Nah, he's trying to be a comedian.
Older than Ozymandias. But they gone.
Okay, what about this guy?
What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheer up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon.
And they really make fun of this guy. I feel bad for him. Like, he just seems like a nice kebab salesman that doesn't really speak much English,
Do you
but
know anything
whatever.
about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great Sheba band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
Yeah, okay.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy. He's too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable.
Hmm.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Oh, okay. How about any of this
This is
stuff?
the key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Hmm.
Look at this.
Is a red ball with a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a clown's nose.
Does Clown know you have his nose?
I really hope not. What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing. Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Hmm.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Oh, he's seen him.
Yesterday?
Okay, good, good. He's like the first person.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the
Klobner.
man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name
Ah.
Klausner?
Sure, that is what Voltaire said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture. Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 miles out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
Okay, how do I get to this bull's head?
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeed it is.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50? I don't have $50.
Oh, most
Ooh.
unhappy event.
Okay.
Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor.
The muffler
Trading
doctor.
things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's box or zip, or unfortunate American.
Okay. What about this stuff?
Have a look at this.
Shiny.
What do
Plaster?
you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
Have you ever seen...
No.
Okay, so he's
See
kind of
around
answered everything. Can we go into this area?
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
Even if I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry.
Okay, can I talk to him again? Maybe the manager can have more stuff for me?
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period.
Okay, interesting, but we need money. How do I get money? We're gonna have to sell something, but I'm not sure what. Hopefully he keeps that thing open. I could probably just talk to him again. Okay. Okay, so I need some money. Maybe this kid can help me get some money?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello.
This guy.
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he
Mhm.
speaks in Arabic too.
Oh, wow, okay. What's
You
this?
really want...
You
Okay.
See you around.
pot off.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Maybe Dwayne has something for me here?
Hi there.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you heard of this thing?
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Okay, let's talk to his wife then. Maybe she has something for us. Then we could talk to
Hello
the
again,
kebab
girl.
person.
Why, hello.
You know, the
Have you met
taxi
the
man?
taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yeah. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most. Oh, you mean a taxi ride?
Oh, no!
Dwayne
We weren't
wasn't
talking about...
interested,
No.
So it didn't happen.
No.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
I've got to go now.
That
Chloe.
sounds
It's been a
romantic.
pleasure,
Okay.
George. Don't be a stranger.
Sure.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab?
Well,
Most
Okay. So we need money. How do we get money? Fortune favors the helpful. Perhaps you can solve an issue at the club. Okay. But what issues were at the club? Maybe I'll go back there and see. Yep, thank you, thank you. So we have to fix an issue at the club. The sign, maybe?
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. My Arabic, Russian, and Japanese have a lot in common. I can't read a word of any of them. The notice didn't mean anything to me.
Okay, Utar, do you know anything
Hello
about the
again,
bathroom?
Right?
Yeah, the sign.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until Brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it been
Oh,
stealen,
hello there, Khan.
stolen. Not
Thank you for
even
the hydrate and
brush.
stretch.
Gee, damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
Okay. So we've got to get a brush back. So maybe that's where we can go and talk to the kid about
May
then.
good fortune follow you, mister.
Because the kid probably has a toilet brush that we could use, maybe. Like, surely something's got to be on sale there. Thank you, mister. Alright, so let's go back this way. Go over here. Alright, and let's talk to you.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello?
You really... You...
Dang it.
So long, Nijo.
Okay, so he doesn't have the toilet brush. Who would have a toilet brush? A toilet brush. I don't think any of these guys would have one, but we could try talking to them again and see.
Hello again.
Why,
Nothing.
Nope, okay, so you didn't have anything for us.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne, do you have anything?
Hi. It's a...
Nope, nothing. Okay. Well, let me real quick go and use the restroom, and then we'll figure out what's going on here. So I will be right back. Alright, and I'm back. I'm hoping that we can at least get to, like, complete this area and hopefully get to Bowes Hill. And then that'll probably be a good place to stop. But let's see what we need to do. Because we need to find a toilet brush. I think. I think that's the way forward. I'll have to wait and see. So let's go back. Let's see if we can get any more information then. So he wants to see a toilet brush. Oh, thank you, thank you.
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was... Hello again, friend. There wasn't much when I needed the time.
So a toilet brush. Maybe they can give me a hint here? Best look around the market. He wants a new brush returned. Okay, so I was right that I do have to go to the market. Maybe I just need to pay a closer attention to what's on the stand. Oh, really? 151 is being restocked at Walmart. Okay, okay. Do you know, like, did they just do the restock, or are they going to be doing the restock? Because I can try to go to Walmart maybe a little bit tomorrow during lunch. Because Target... any merchandise?
I hadn't come all this... I had needed the money.
Yeah, because Target had a restock there, which when I was working, or not when I was working. What was it? On... Oh, it was last Friday, actually, when I got back. And I was able to get some Journey Together stuff, which was great. And I think I showed you some of those cards, too. I was like, man. It's always like you have to hit them at just the right time. Oh, online. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm always a little bit nervous. Is it being sold by Walmart directly? Because Walmart can kind of be a little bit sketchy sometimes with who they... Because I think like anyone can sell anything on Walmart, right?
Stand was selling some fruit I didn't recognize. This is what travel is all about. Roam the world and discover strange fruit.
Because let me see. If I were to go to Walmart... Whoops. I feel like I don't always... Nope, go away. What? Walmart is asking me if I'm a human or not. Thank you. Okay, Pokemon 151. Really? It just always asks me if I'm a human every single time I go to a page? That's annoying. Try again. Wow, okay, there's something weird going on with Walmart. Every time I go to its website. Is it always asking you if you're a robot or not? Huh. Oh, maybe it was the add-on that I had for... Okay. Yeah, I think it was the add-on that I had on this one web page for this. Ooh. You are right. Wait, this deal's almost... the obvious style. You can stay in line. Oh, but you have to get in line? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Why is... Of course the 151... Or the Blooming Waters is 150 bucks. Of course it is. Ooh, okay though. They have... Oh, they have the binder collection too. I think I had the poster collection before. Wait, or maybe not. Shop for similar items. Wait, I think this one's... Oh, this one's already out of stock. Only the... Oh, whoops. Did I leave the... Oh, not hold my spot, but... Alright, well, we'll see if I get anything. Chances are probably not, because I haven't been super lucky with that. But we'll see, we'll see. Okay. Oh, this guy. So they want me to go over here. Luckily, that was a good thing, because it told us where we were supposed to talk to.
Hello. Well, most...
Huh. Oh,
Suddenly,
look at him.
I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush.
It may never have seen the inside of a toilet bowl, but it was still hardly appetizing.
Ew.
Hello again.
Hello.
That's disgusting.
Goodbye. Most...
Wait, how do I get it back then?
In the still air, it was a kebab stand. Close up,
Huh.
the stand has a marketing device.
Okay, so he's using the toilet brush, but how do I get that back?
Suddenly, the guy was...
Hello again.
Hello.
Well,
Most good.
Do I tell the guy where it is, or what? Do I have to actually get it back for him? Let's see.
hi, Nijo.
Hello.
Yes, here we go.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe?
I have a red ball. I have a red ball.
Perhaps. What?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable,
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom.
I do.
Globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherule of form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
Ah,
What
thank
people?
you, buddy.
What bad things?
Never mind that. Remember the brush?
Right.
Mhm.
Yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
It's
Memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even...
Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean?
He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
What exactly does il akal kalb mean?
A polite but subtly complimentary greeting. He won't be able to do enough for you.
See you around, Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous about what he's making me say, but you know, we'll trust him. We'll trust him. Hello.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yeah?
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa! Calm down. Feet, do your thing.
No, he is actually trying to kill me. Oh. I think the kid took it from him. Right. So, do you have it?
Hi, Nijo. What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling
Yeah,
me
he stole it, he stole it.
This is a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Ah, no worries.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah.
He's right.
But I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
All right, let's go back.
Oh, it's okay. Nothing.
Okay, so now that we have the brush, now we can go back and return it. All right, so we go up here, then we return the brush. Then we can use the toilet, I guess. Or at the very least, maybe it'll give me $50 for doing that. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of attempted murder, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We survived. That's all that matters.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying when I couldn't speak Arab. Well, I did, but doubted the wisdom of using them. Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off.
Okay. So...
What was all that about?
Manager, he say, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my Yuben.
You said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay, you know, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I knew the door.
Okay, we got to use the key like this. Boom. Now, do you think we'll find $50 in the bathroom? Seems unlikely, but we can try. Oh, it's a toilet.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
Toilet chain. Oh.
Oops.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it. Okay. Sure.
It was the short length of chain I'd taken from the toilet at the Club Alamut.
Okay, I guess we could try using a sink then. Okay, so we look at the
was clean,
sink.
but there didn't seem to be a plug. The mirror was as clean as anything else in there.
Okay.
And I thought the French had strange toilets.
You know what? When I was in Paris, I didn't notice any strange toilets there, but maybe that's because I was in Paris and not other parts of France.
It was a roller towel dispenser.
Okay. Okay, what do I do now? I went into the bathroom. I got a chain. What do we use this toilet chain for? Ooh. Okay. That's gonna be confusing. Maybe I could talk to you now and you can do something?
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
Look, I've got the keys to the toilet.
Is this life goal thing I read in GQ?
How about this?
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
You got brush back so you could steal chain? No, strange cookie, mister, yes?
What does this mean?
What does Il Akal Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yes.
How did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Ugh.
Oh. Ugh.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Not great.
See you around.
Okay.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
So let's see. What kind of hint? Like I could use a hint. So I need cash. Perhaps I can benefit for those looking to spend money. Oh. Maybe the Americans want this keychain from the toilet? Maybe the key itself? I don't know. We'll see. We're going to scam some Americans. That's how it always works. They're on vacation, right? They should be expecting it.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Like how he just stops moving.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Maybe think about this guy?
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Don't know what that means, but sure.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
It means that somewhere somebody can't flush the toilet.
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
Executive washroom?
Not exactly. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Okay, maybe I'll talk to Pearl then.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello,
You think about the kebab
Have you
guy?
had anything from the kebab stand?
Heavens, no, with my digestion.
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
With my digestion, you better keep them handy. But I'm terrible.
What do you think of this toilet chain?
My, but you're a strange one, George.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay, that's a weird
Don't be a
response. Was
stranger.
not expecting that. Can't really talk to any of these guys. How about we talk to... Oh, talk to Ninjo?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again.
I've got to...
Do you recognize these keys?
No,
They're to a toilet.
thank you for
What is this toilet?
Are you building a bathroom in here?
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip.
Okay. Sure. And ask what Ninja... we already asked about him. How... What? Yeah, because I'm almost positive if I talk to them again, they're not going to say
Hello
anything.
again, Pearl.
Why?
Nothing.
Yeah, because I've already talking to them. And asked them about Ninjo. Okay, let's talk to the cat.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Okay. Pearl wants a souvenir. Which stall has things she might like? I mean, sure, but there's like nothing here.
There were some great bargains on the shelf, providing you ran a junk museum. That statuette was the nearest thing to an antiquity I'd seen, but it still looked like a cheap plaster copy to me. The rifle looked dangerous to the user.
Okay, maybe after talking to the stall, maybe that'll give something to Pearl. Because I know they were looking for something.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why?
Nothing.
Okay,
Hi
nope.
there, Dwayne. Hi. It's okay.
No. Huh. Maybe if I talk to him again, he'll have something different?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello.
Oh,
No, he has nothing different either.
I didn't really...
Huh. That was very convenient. The ball just happened to
Sort of
bounce
battle
right
scene
back
at
into
our
him.
reception.
Okay. Well, what does it want me to do? Near a nervous cat. He is. Okay, so if I do this. And then we do this. Ooh.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello.
What happened to your ball, Nijo?
I regret to say that it has been confiscated by my father.
Oh, Nijo, I'm sorry.
Not to worry, sir. Soon he will forget why he has the ball and put it on the stand. At which point, I shall recover it.
I'm sorry about the statuette being broken as well.
Again, do not fret, sir. It has been on the shelf for a long time. As merchandise, it did not have legs.
Now it hasn't got any arms either.
Very droll,
But
sir.
that makes it look more
Ta-ta for
ancient,
now,
right?
sir.
So can I pick up the statue then? I can. We're just gonna steal it. Yeah. Okay. Make a easy profit off of that.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why?
I got the statue
Are
here.
you interested in antiquities?
I know. What have you got there, George?
How about this fine statuette?
Oh, George, that's the ideal. Except
Look at that.
I
We're
don't know.
scamming
It
people,
looks
stealing and
miserable.
scamming
You wouldn't
people.
be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
No, nah.
God, no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind. I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
So, did we just get money off of that? Wait, did we?
Hello again.
No, no. No, I didn't want to talk to her. Where's Dwayne? Dwayne, get back here. There you are, Dwayne.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
The statue.
What do you think of this?
Looks like the kind of thing Pearl might be interested in. Not old enough, though.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
You have a trigger for Dur, but it's not very impressive. I can make it look older in some way. Maybe if I put it into the toilet? That's the only way that's kind of making me... That's the only way that's making me think it would be older. Huh. Right? Because it gets... That's how you could, like, kind of make it look old and kind of disgusting. So let's go into the door.
I knew the door was locked.
We had to unlock it again? Okay. How is anybody else going to use this bathroom? There's a dispenser there. Okay. Huh. How do I make it look older? Try using another item on it. Okay. Like this?
No.
Maybe this? Ah!
Seems to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone.
Ooh, okay. You see, keeping that disgusting dish rag actually worked. See, now we're not only stealing, we're scamming, and yeah, it's all gonna work out. Do I still have the grease? I do. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Pearl again.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hell.
This. Here you
What
go.
do you think of this?
Oh, not that. Just one thing, though.
Oh?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one. And I sought out the artist who'd done the copy and bought the original. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George. How can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. Believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Okay, okay.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a
No, Dwayne,
Dwayne.
don't go away. Stay right there. Stay right there, buddy.
Hi there, George.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you, young
We need the
fella?
money.
What do you think of this?
Good.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
50
Oh,
bucks?
my couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
Good. Now we got the money. Then we just got to pay the cab
And
driver.
here you go.
Ooh. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
I like how our item is just $50. This is a wad of cash. So let's make it back to that taxi driver before run into any more incidents here. And then we can go to Bulls Hill. And then that'll be a great place to stop for today. So long as nothing weird happens there. Alright, take me to Bulls Hill.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of
Well,
Hmm.
a
terrific
50, huh?
Alright, let's go.
Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. We make with haste.
Where
Mm.
exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute.
Okay, we just gotta go down to that truck in the... Sounds
Didn't
good.
seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
What about the chain? Okay. We're just gonna take the chain with us. I guess it'll be useful at some point.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Yeah, let's go.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your jackasses. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
Just a car.
Tons by the look of it.
Hmm.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed pair. There is a minor problem
No.
of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So
Oh, I've
what
got
are
a
you gonna
chain.
What can I do?
Uh.
I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
I know, I could use this.
What does this toilet chain?
You got brush back so you could steal chain?
Hmm.
Bye for now, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you.
Okay, we were almost there. We were almost there. Great. Uto, you gonna talk to me, buddy?
He's mo-
Okay, that's not gonna work.
See you ar-
Hmm. Okay, what about... Does the kid still have anything else for me?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello?
Oh, it's
Dang it. Okay, no he doesn't. I'm almost positive I gotta use this chain, right? Yeah, no, I already have... I have the chain, but how do I fix it? Do I just take the chain out? Because I want to use it here on the car. But it's not letting me. That's the one thing I hate about this game, where it's like I feel like I have the pieces and I know what I'm supposed to do. I just don't know how to trigger it, is the
Ultar was
problem.
standing- I had a feel.
So let's see. There's a roller with a dispenser and club album. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. A roller with a dispenser. I guess I can go back. Can I get back into the bathroom again? Because it's usually always been locked. So I don't know. Huh.
I knew the door was locked.
Okay, we'll just take the keys again. Okay, let's go. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Gotta use the key first. Okay, there's this right here. Okay. Oh, okay, should we unlock it? What does that do, though? No, don't... Open it. Dang it.
The dispenser had opened easily enough.
So I took all the towels. What does that
It was
do,
a
though?
length of coarse gray toweling from the toilet at the Club Alamo.
Okay, but what do I do with that?
There didn't seem much point in closing the dispenser. Even closed, it would be obviously empty.
Huh. Okay. So now that I have it... You see, this is the thing. Is like, how does this hand towel fit into things? I'm assuming I left the keys back there, right? I did, okay. Which makes sense. So now that I have this towel, can I talk to him? Maybe I can do something with it?
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Huh? Wait, how does that help?
Baltar took the towel from me, cut it in two lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so...
Okay.
Serviceable, yes. Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings.
And we're supposed to be driving this thing? Okay.
Of course, toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes.
I've never heard of somebody repairing a car like that before, but cars has never been my forte. And I know although back in the day, I know you used to be able to fix up cars on your own. So maybe this would work. I was thinking more of the chain because that would be more like maybe a bike chain. But I guess now that I think about it, there is that like rubbery, like that thin rubbery thing that used to be in cars. I don't know if it's still there, but that's probably what they used to replace it. And that's where I can see where you're saying stockings could also work as well. Later that afternoon. Okay. So now that we're here, I think this is a good place to stop. So let us save it for today. So we'll override. Ba-bum. We're good. And that is where we'll stop for today. So thank you, everybody. Let's see. Tomorrow, we will be starting up a new game called... hang on. I always forget it. It's a Claire Expedition... Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's like I remember Claire, I remember 33, but I always forget the Obscure and Expedition. But anyway, we'll be playing that tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to because I've heard a lot of really good things about this. And it's a nice turn-based strategy RPG. Well, not strategy, but it's a nice turn-based combat game. So, well, I'm very much looking forward to that. And then that'll be it for the rest of this week. But next week, we also have a couple of collabs coming up where I think Tuesday, I'll be playing the new Monster Prom game, which I'm very much looking forward to because Monster Prom has always been really fun. And this time, we're going to a convention. So that'll be, I think that'll be quite a journey there. But yeah, anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by today. I hope to see y'all again in the sequel. Later.